the weather, but thank you. Awesome. So I just want to go over a couple. Yeah, the weather's not going to keep us away, is it? No. So I want to go over a couple of housekeeping items with you guys. We're really going to address why we're here, what we're doing once we get to the rally in location, which is the Capitol, the front steps. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some housekeeping items, go over the route, things of that nature, answer any general questions, and then Chris, he's our public information officer. He'll go over he'll do his thing over at the Capitol building. And for those of you that don't know, I'm Brandon Curtis. I'm the president of 3% of Idaho. How many members are here, or excuse me, how many non-members are here? Awesome, thank you guys for coming out. We really appreciate your support, and we cannot be heard without numbers. And our organization, if you do some research, obviously you've done some research because you're here. Check us out, join up, grab a leader while you're here. Ask anybody wearing the Idaho shirt now, or any leadership, they can help you get involved. It doesn't cost to join. We're here because we care, not for money. Okay? So, the parade route. We're going to go out this entrance right here at the stoplight. We're going to cross Capitol Boulevard right there, go to the other side. We have to cross over a couple times during the route because the road construction has sidewalks closed for some buildings. Okay? So we're going to cross over right there. And once we get everyone on the other side, there will be people that are staging you because we cannot see traffic. Okay? So as that light changes, there will be people there to stop, to tell you when to stop and go. And we'll have to break up. The group that's across the way will wait for you. Okay? Once we get down to the Grove Hotel, just before the Grove in Bodo, everyone knows what that is right up here? Yep. There'll be people there as well, but we're going to cross there. I think it's called Dearborn Street, if I remember right. And then from there, we will head on down to the Capitol. We'll be past all the closed sidewalks. Okay? Any questions on the route? There will be people, like I said, placing stoplights. We have to observe all the traffic laws. That was the one request we had from Boise Police Department. We do have a use permit for doing what we do, so we are all good to go. Okay? We just cannot obstruct traffic. That's when we'll have a problem. Good. A couple things that I want to mention. For you, those of you that smoke, you're going to be going right by City Hall and the Capitol building. You can't smoke within 50 feet of those properties per city code. Be aware of that, okay? All right? We do have to be mindful of the laws here. We want to respect those. This is a professional organization. We're going to conduct ourselves accordingly. All right? Any questions on that? Media, do not talk to them. Our members that are members here know that. That is a directive from me. They come from, they talk to myself or they talk to Chris. Okay? We have me here. Michael's with TVOI News. Okay. We do talk to him. However, he knows who he needs to approach and talk to for interviews. We have Fox 9 News over here. They're going to be trailing us. He's back there. We've already... Yes, thank you. And as you guys all know, we're on a media blackout, right?
I tried to get him. He's too busy.
Okay, and he's going to address the media before we go.
I said,
and why we do that.
You got a fan?
But you'll see the guy back here from Fox 9 following us around. I've already spoken to him. He's aware of our rules and procedures. He's agreed to follow them. Okay? Anyone else? We're not even going to talk to. Fair enough? We do expect, we'll probably see up at the Capitol building, opposition. Everyone knows what that means, right? Yep. They're going to protest our protest. That's fine. We're going to conduct ourselves in a professional manner. We are going to completely ignore them. We have full security in place between here and the Capitol building. You won't see them, you don't know who they are, but I assure you they're there. A lot of them. Okay? They've been recalling this for 3 weeks. They will handle it. If they want to throw things, yell things, spit, whatever, those things will be addressed and handled by our security and Boise Police Department. We've also spoken to the Boise Police Department about that potential. So we will ignore them. We don't even engage with them or acknowledge them. Sound like a deal? Yes. Because we need to conduct ourselves professionally. We're here to win the hearts and minds and make changes at that Capitol building. And if we engage with people, we can't do that because we lost our credibility. Right? Right. Perfect. I'm going to turn this over to Chris. And thank you all for coming. I really appreciate every one of you. If you have any questions about our group, for those that are not members, I quit calling it a group actually. It's a bad habit because we're not really a group anymore. We're an actual organization doing things. So our organization, if you have any questions about it, let us know. Okay, and we are statewide and we can't be heard and make these changes without numbers. Because 2 of us coming out here to do this is not near as good as 300, right? Yeah. All right. Here's Chris. All right, how's everyone doing? Good. All right, so you guys may see me floating around the Facebook page. I'm the public relations officer for Idaho 3%. Right now, we're really trying to get our media foundation up off the ground. We're going to shoot some videos, doing a lot of interviews. We can make this a whole nationwide thing. I'll show my mouth. Okay, there we go. All right. So a lot of you already know why you're here, but we just want to reiterate why we are here. First and foremost, we are not a hate group. We are not white supremacists, racists, extremists, any of that. And that is how we have been portrayed in the media. I work night and day fighting media, trying to turn the narrative around and trying to get the truth out there that we care about our communities, we care about the Republic, and that our communities are being threatened. I work anywhere from 50 to 60 hours a week. You know, I lose sleep, I take my breaks talking to media, I use my lunch doing interviews, and I don't get much sleep. That's why we're doing a media blackout, because we're sick and tired of the circus game. Anytime that you engage in the circus game and you try to play it, you become a character. So we're going to basically create our own news agency, and that's what I'm trying to do. So first and foremost, what this rally is focused on is Idaho first, Idaho communities first. It does not make sense for us to dump millions of dollars into federal programs that help individuals who cannot be positively identified. There are terrorist groups out there, mainly ISIS, that have stated that the refugee program will be used to basically infiltrate the United States and spread radical Islam. The Federal Bureau of Investigation, Department of Homeland Security have stated numerous times that these individuals cannot be positively verified. And when you take refugees that come from war-torn states and that we have no idea who they are, we pose a risk to our communities. Second, there are already Idaho homeless veterans here. There are a lot of veterans here. If you're a veteran, please raise your hand. Take a look around. So a lot of you in the veteran community know that there are 22 veterans a day that commit suicide because they do not have access to the care. The VA is slow on their feet in getting these individuals help that they need. There are students here, college students, who suffer from crippling debt that could benefit from debt relief programs. We have homeless here who could greatly benefit from federal programs, and that's what we need to focus on. We need to focus on strengthening our communities before we enlarge it by bringing in, individuals who could pose a security threat. And there's also a threat to our social services, which are already overburdened. We have a very small taxpayer base in ratio to how much these social services are being turned out. And refugees rely mainly on social services when they come in, mainly Section 8 housing and food stamps. And those need to be going to the individuals that are already here. So again, I thank all of you for coming out. Please keep those things in mind. If you're approached by media, please refer them to myself or Brandon. And let's have a good march, okay? And again, when you're marching down the sidewalk, please stay 2 by 2. And make sure that you keep your head up, your chest high, wear a smile, and flags up high. All right, thanks guys.
Thank you.
Oh, one more thing. Media, Keith, please raise your hand. He is also a TVOI, so do not be afraid of him.
Yes.
Let him take a picture.
Yeah.
Okay, one last important housekeeping item, weapons. I don't see any long weapons here. If you are able to conceal carry, please do so. We all have mixed feelings about that, but let's not make that the focus of our rally, okay? Leave weapons holstered at all times. Did you guys hear about the accidental discharge yesterday at the gun show? Let's not have that happen here, okay? 90% of us are probably carrying. Let's keep it that way, in where it belongs, okay? Deal?
Yeah.
All right, who are we?
Fighters!
Really? Who are we? Come on. Who are we? Let's do it!
Free
I'm going to turn this over to Chris. He's going to explain in detail why we're here and why we're taking this stand. Here's Chris. Woo! All right, once again, I want to thank everyone for coming out and braving the weather. It looks like it's about to clear up. So first and foremost, the reason that we are out here is because we care about our communities. We care about Idaho. We care about the Constitution, the Republic, and the safety of our families. Now currently right now, the refugee program is bringing in thousands of immigrants into this country under a federal initiative. Now that poses several risks. Program poses several risks. I understand the sentiment about being a humanitarian effort. However, the Department of Homeland Security and the Federal Bureau of Investigation have stated numerous times that the refugees coming in from Syria and other failed states cannot be properly vetted. That means that their identities cannot be verified. Now, refugees coming from Islamic hotbeds of terrorism, don't you think that that poses a threat to Idaho communities? Yeah! Now, this would not be a problem if we have not already seen refugees as part of the program being indicted for recruiting and attempting to attack police officers and Idaho citizens. There are already people here who are in need. Raise your hand if you're a veteran, including those on the other side. 22 veterans a day are committing suicide because they do not have access to the care, because the Veterans Administration has been dragging their feet. Why are those federal dollars not going into those programs? Why are federal dollars not being spent on Idaho citizens who are already in need, including the homeless, a lot of which are veterans? We also have students here who are struggling from crippling student debt. Those federal dollars could be going to helping those students. We need to strengthen our communities before we invite individuals who cannot be properly identified.
Yes, we do!
Now, there are many terrorist organizations out there who have stated numerous times that they will manipulate the refugee crisis to spread radical Islam. We are seeing this in Europe. We have seen it for the past several months, where refugees are rioting in the streets, where they're waving Islamic flags, they're praying to Allah, they're demanding Sharia law, which includes the second-class treatment of women.
Not in Idaho!
Now, if those of you on the other side want to ignore facts, then you will suffer the consequences of inviting terrorism into our communities. And that's not something that the 3% of Idaho, and that's not something that the citizens of Idaho want.
No! Not in Idaho!
So I encourage those on the other side to look at the facts, to listen to the Department of Homeland Security and the Federal Bureau of Investigation when they say that the refugees do pose a security threat to our communities. Not only that, but a lot of these refugees that come in rely primarily on social services, which are already overburdened. So not only do we have a security risk, but we've also got financial risk as well. If that's not enough to stop these programs from coming into our communities, then we can't help you. Now, those of you on the other side, I encourage you to come over and stand hand in hand with us while we put a stop to these federal programs and help the people who are already here, who are already struggling, already paying taxes, and who don't want security risks in their communities. Another initiative that's currently being passed is House Bill 3314. How many of you are aware of House Bill 3314? Yeah! So this bill is going to put a stop to all federal refugee programs until we can have a more systematic, methodological method of vetting all of these refugees. That means that until these refugees are properly vetted, or until a more reliable system is put in place, Congress takes the power away from the Department of Homeland Security until we can properly identify people coming in and stop the risks coming into our communities. Now, if everyone looks behind you, you can see a lot of these individuals are already leaving. And to the individuals on the other side, I see a lot of churches and a lot of humanitarian groups over there. Where are you for our homeless veterans? Where are you for our citizens? And where are you for everyone else here who is already in need? We would also like to call on our state government to stand hand in hand with us and put this federal initiative through and to support HB 3314. Okay, good job, Chris. Thank you. Chris Metcalf is a public information officer, and he does an outstanding job by presenting the facts and only the facts. This isn't some made-up crap we're spewing out here like they're leading you to believe across the way. Are we racist? No! Look among our crowd. How many diverse people are in here? All colors, race, and creeds and religions are here. Is this not racist? That's what they want you to believe over there, but that's not what we do. We stand for our rights. And it ain't gonna happen on 3% of Idaho's watch. I beg the question, and no one can answer the question over there. How many refugees that are unvetted, you have no known who they are, where they're from, or putting them in your own homes with your families? That would be zero. We call that what? Hypocrisy. Hypocrites. All right, calm down. It's not about not loving one another. We need to understand before we bring in people. We believe people truly need help. But if they need help, they need to be documented, verified where they come from, who they tied to. We have instances right here in Boise where product of the refugee program have been tried and convicted of terrorist activity. We know that. It was just a month ago. So why are we going to open these borders and allow that to happen? Are we going to allow that to happen here? No! Are we done with this? Yes! Exactly. It's not about hate. It's not about racism. Don't buy into that crap. Amen. Politically correct is over. It's time to take a stand as Idaho citizens and end it today. Yeah! And I encourage everyone here to call on the people in this building behind me and make it happen. Yeah! We can't do that alone. We can't do that as one person. We do it as a voice. We're still here strong. Our opposition across the street's already left for the day. Because they know they can't fight the facts. The facts that their own government tell them. Exactly. Part of the biggest problem is the disinformation campaign by the media and your government to spread lies. They're basically bringing in these refugees under the guise of a humanitarian effort. I need each and every one of you to help me fight the media, turn the narrative around so we start paying attention to the facts, so we start living our own truth and we stop living under the thumb of liars. Yeah. And I'm still waiting for those across the street to come over here and join us. If you say love one another, don't you love us too? Come on over. Come on over. We'll be glad to present the facts and show you what the truth is. Don't buy into the crap.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, so we're going to hang out here for a few more minutes. We want to chat, talk. Any of the membership want to talk to people who are non-members? Get them involved, talk to them about that whole process. Let's do that. There's a barbecue afterwards being provided to us, which I believe you all saw, to our membership. And if you're a member that drove down with somebody or carpooling, you're more than welcome to go. Get with the leadership. Brooke's right down here in her leadership team. She has the address of where it's at. It's in Meridian. That will not be announced on here, nor was announced on Facebook for obvious reasons. But get with Brooke and she'll give you the address for any of the leadership team, except me because I have no idea where it's at. Okay, Chris is going to close this out, but I want to thank everybody for coming. I want to thank everyone for their support. We need numbers, we need membership. For everything we stand on, we just don't stand for this. We stand for property rights, Second Amendment rights, First Amendment rights, the rights that give us the opportunity to stand here and do this, and them to do what they do. Amen. And we won't stop. Amen. We won't stop.
Never.
We are growing in our organization at exponential rates.
Yeah!
We need to keep doing that because people have had enough. And we're going to go about this the right way, the legal way, and professionally and with integrity. And that's how the 3% of Idaho operates.
Yeah!
And with facts. Facts.
Stand with the Constitution!
Absolutely. And we follow the Constitution, which is the law of our land.
The only law!
Exactly. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of what? Happiness! Of what? Happiness! And that's why we're here. I know it's what the Oath Keepers say, but I'm going to say it, not on our watch.
Yeah!
Here's Chris. And on another note, I want to thank individually each and every one of you for not being afraid to come out here.
Amen.
One of the biggest reasons that people are afraid to stand up is because they're afraid of what other people think.
Hell no!
You know, when you come out here and you stand out with your flags and your banners and your voice, you give others a profound permission to do the same thing. So you are the first ones to turn around and face the world and say, I am not afraid. Let me hear it.
I am not afraid!
Thank you. And to those of you on the other side, I would be more than happy to have a civil discussion about the facts after we are done here. So feel free to come over here and talk to me personally, and I'll set you straight. Thank you. All right, I want to get everybody on the steps for a group photo. We have some shuttle vehicles. We're going to head back, get with your leadership where the barbecue is at, and we'll see you guys there. All of you fellas, go back to your parents' basement. Thank you.
your slaves. Don't tread on us. You crossed the line. Soon you will pay for all your crimes. After a long train of abusive and dissipation, now we've lost our patience. Yeah, you're trying to kill our constitution, to kill our pride. Now the wood is dry. Don't tread on us. We're not afraid. You work for us. We're not your slaves. Don't tread on us. You crossed the line. Soon you will pay for all your crimes. You keep on pushing us into desperation. You'll only fuel our determination. Yeah, it's been way too long since the last time. 1776. Now we're done with your tricks. Don't tread on us. Don't tread on us. We're not afraid. You work for us. We're not your slaves. Don't tread on us. You crossed the line. Soon you will pay for all your crimes. Don't tread on us. Don't tread on us. Now it's payback time. Don't tread on us. We're not afraid. You work for us. We're not your slaves. Don't tread